Autobots, transform and roll out. Wait a minute, I'm not the one to say that. Wait, I gotta go. Hey, what's going on, y'all? And
hi, everyone.
You are right. He does not say that. He is part of Ultra Magnus.
And this is the white Optimus Prime.
That is the white Optimus Prime from Ultra Magnus. But this guy does. And we will be taking a look at him in three steps, 3 parts. So let's go ahead and get on to the review of Optimus Prime. Hello y'all, and welcome to another Transformers review. With me will be my son Colton, and go ahead.
And today we're going to be taking a look at this is the Generation 1 Optimus Prime, but this version that we got here is a
KO.
KO.
It's a KO.
But it is a really high quality and a really good KO.
So we're going to be taking a look at him in 3 parts today. Starting with the first part of unboxing and checking out the articulation. And this is my original G1 Ultra Magnus,
which is the white Optimus Prime. That came with the Ultra Magnus trailer.
So that is his line for Transformers rollout from 1984, Optimus Prime. So we are going to look at the box art right quick. Before I do that right quick, I want to give you a little bio of what I read up. Optimus Prime, his saying is that freedom is the right of all sentient beings. And Autobots transform and roll out. Now, for his bios, forged in the fires of a civil war and pitted against the ultimate evil, Optimus Prime is the epitome of the Autobots' ideals of courage, virtue, and integrity. Strong, wise, and utterly unswerving in his quest to conquer evil and protect life in all its forms. His leadership has forged the Autobots into a mighty force for justice and liberty. Optimus Prime, who first took up arms, was full of doubt and was unsure if Cybertron was worth saving at all. His first act was to order a plant-wide evacuation, but his subsequent and first battle with Megatron convinced him that he had a duty not just to those under his command, but to the universe as a whole. And we will get off into what he's supposed to represent here in a minute in his actual truck semi mode. So first we're going to take a look at the box real quick. That is him. That is the artwork of G1 Optimus Prime. Up top we have little transformations from 1, 2,
and it says right here. I'm gonna have to zoom in. The first part says start, and the other 3 here says change. change, and finish.
Finished. Okay. Now, with that, we'll take a look on the side. There he is in robot mode. And on the bottom, it has another feature of him with his trailer. And then it transforms into a command center / repair bay. And there's another picture of him on the side. Now, here's the back artwork of the G1 Transformers little war that they had there. So, right here, you see Optimus Prime. You can see Starscream, Prowl, and other Autobots, and then you have Soundwave with his tape cassettes. Then you have Ravage, and you have Starscream in the background. And down here, this is his tech specs, which, if I'm right, when we open this, we should have a red little tech spec card. Back then, the only way that you can make out what this says is with the red square emblem, and then that blue line will show up and it'll basically disappear all the red. And you also have your points, reward points for mail-ins and stuff like that to get certain Transformers and Autobots from the mail-in line. Wish I still kept that. That is amazing. And if I'm right, we did use them a time or two to get a mail-in order in 1980s, so they did work. So, with that said, we are going to get them open and we are going to take a look at the 1980s version of Optimus Prime from the cartoons, the Transformers. Okay. So now, with that said, here we go. Going to take this, going to find the sticker, going to find the tape. Okay, the tape's already been cut. Going to open this up, and he has styrofoam, which there's a whole lot of styrofoam here. Oh, I see Wheelie. Oh, I'm sorry, roller. And we are going to put that off in the background. Okay, Colton, get rid of the box.
And this was how you remembered the figures that used to be in these styrofoam.
Yes. Yes, and normally back then when we got a compartment, this was actually hollowed out because it come with a little guy. But here in America, they did away with the little what were they called? Diaclones. Little Diaclone guys.
And this was part of the...
Whoops. There goes the pen.
Diaclone line.
He's right. This was part of the Diaclone line, and they did have a section right here where the little guys fit in there, but here in America, they did away with them, so they went out. So all we got basically was the vehicles. Which we knew, even back in 1980s, that there was something more to this because there wouldn't be hatches cut open for like a little guy to sit in there. So we knew that there was more to the story. We just didn't know what. And this is a sticker sheet. And that is the red decoder I was talking about.
And he also comes with his instruction sheet.
And he also comes with his instruction sheet.
Oh, and he also has the rub symbol.
Sure does. Sure does. Yep.
Or the heat signature.
Wow. Okay. Well, we have the rub heat signature. We still have to put on too. I know exactly where that's going to go. So, with that said, now we're going to get him out of his little sleeve.
And also the others.
And also the others. So Colton's going to pull that out.
And that's Roller.
Roller. And we're going to put him to the side. That right there is little hose.
Well,
that is little hose.
And this is some like sprue things that you get.
So there's right there, there's going to be some parts. Okay. All right.
I didn't cut anything here.
Nope, you didn't. Everything's fine.
So you get some sprues of the missiles here. A sprue of tires for Roller. His iconic rifle here, which is Optimus's.
That's like, and I've heard it used twice. That could be a fuel pump or a MIG welder, a MIG like welder, TIG welder.
And the other part is right here.
Right there. So the hose will go in between them, one side to the other. And we also have
Optimus's hands.
His hand.
On a sprue.
And that's what kind of goodies you get in the package. And you also get the package. So, okay. Now, with that said, we're going to see about trying to get him out without him falling or breaking. Let's see here. Okay. They have little bitty parts on the back right here.
Oh.
Where you push on it and it should somewhat push out. Yep, I can hear it. And yep, that's kind of annoying. Okay, we're going to turn it around. Now, okay. There we go. And now we'll take this out. There's nothing left in the cardboard, the styrofoam. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have Optimus Prime out of his cardboard deal, out of his packaging. So, to give y'all some back update, yes, me and my brother, we did have an original G1 Megatron and a G1 Optimus Prime. I do not have the original G1 Optimus Prime. My brother has it along with the original G1 Megatron. So, this is good as what I can get right now to a G1 Optimus Prime.
And also, he had a little bit of styrofoam on him.
Styrofoam.
And also, right off the bat, all of his tires are rubber.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. It looks like something's off there. Not sure what's going on right there. I'm going to look at it. So his tires are rubber. And it hooks up right there on the bottom of that peg.
What was the original one had rubber tires?
Yes, the original one did have rubber. It does have rubber tires. The original one does have rubber tires, and there's the opening of the cab, which I'm glad to see that they still have that.
And this was where you can fit those little Diaclone guys.
Yes, sir.
Or those little micro...
Little Diaclone guys. That's where they would sit.
Microman was those little mini bots. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, the little micro Diaclone guys. So, alright, now we're going to get Optimus Prime, detach him away from the trailer, and we're just going to be looking at him right quick.
Just the cab himself.
Now, to give you a little bit of what he's actually modeled after, this original 1980s Optimus Prime, the G1, the first generation Optimus Prime, transforms into a Freightliner FL86 cab over semi-truck from the 1980s cartoon. That's what Teletran 1 in the cartoon, when he was scanning, that's what he scanned. Was a 1986 Freightliner cab over semi diesel truck. And that became Optimus Prime from the original 1980s Transformers cartoon. So with that said, now we're going to back out a little, and so we can go ahead and get transformed. And Colton, I am going to let you transform him.
So to transform him, you want to take the back here and bring it down. And as you bring them down, they will separate. Because these are going to form his legs. Flip up what will become his feet. And his feet are made of die-cast metal. And so is the cab right here. Untap these and bring them out. Then you want to slide these out so you can bring them forward. And then take this piece, flip it around to reveal his head. And you're pretty much done, but of course he needs his hands. And
so y'all, this is actually the first time my son has actually transformed an original Optimus Prime.
And here they are. So just get these off the sprue here and fit them in. And and you can now bring his elbows down. And you're done.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get his pistol in his hand, his gun.
Oh, and he can also hold his blaster or his rifle.
Mm-hmm. His rifle gun.
And it only fits into here. And
let's see what you got there.
Is this sprue supposed to be on here?
Let's see here. Nope, I just took it off.
There was a sprue thing here, but my dad took it off. can you just fit it in his hand? And there you go. And it only fits into this handle, not this handle, this handle.
All right, leave him right there. We are going to take a look at a difference here. All right, now the white one is Ultra Magnus, the original G1 Transformer Optimus Prime clone. Some people call it a ghost. He is very old. That is next to Optimus Prime. They're both the same. They are both the exact same, except for my white Optimus Prime here is kind of held together with a little bit of duct tape and other stuff. But anyway, we are going to do a side-by-side comparison. Let's see. Yep, well, they're basically the same. Same height? Alright.
The only difference is the color scheme.
The only difference is the color. We're going to turn him back around, turn him back around. I got the privilege of getting the Ultra Magnus with no paint on his head whatsoever. It's just all white. So anyway, now we're going to be taking a look at the head sculpt.
His eyes are painted in yellow, but
Mine has nothing. But his, let's see here, put your hand back behind it. Back behind the head. There we go.
His eyes are painted yellow. You can barely see them. That's what I was about to say. I wasn't going to say anything about yours.
That's alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little closer here. Oh, zoom. And, no. It's just showing a dark shadow.
But his eyes are painted yellow, but his is a little like...
There we go.
Bleeding through. Which could have used a second coat.
So anyway, that's the two right there. And we're going to get him out the way.
But before we get him out of the way,
okay.
For articulation, of course the only articulation is in the arms, which can rotate, but his just rotate on friction, whereas his, listen to this, they're on a ratchet. And if you want, you can bend both of their elbows in robot. Oh, and another piece of articulation that they both have is their knees can bend.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep. Just like Ultra Magnus can do.
So the differences in the articulation is this guy has ratcheted shoulders, whereas he just has friction.
Yep. So
did he used to have ratchet shoulders?
Let's see. Let's see here. No. Let's see. It is just... No, it's just free swinging. No. That's it. Pretty much on him.
But did you remember the original one, which is in this color scheme?
I believe that the original did have... I need to hear something. Let me see. Okay. Let me hear some. Okay. There's the little spring right there for the G1. Now let me see at the... Yep. There's the spring right there. Now, let me see if Optimus Prime actually still has that spring. There goes his fist. Yes, he does. He has the spring, but it's not as tight as what it is on Ultra Magnus. And it can go in and out. So your quality is okay. It's good. I do have to say he's got a lot of chrome. I like the chrome. Just like my Ultra Magnus, he had chrome, but it wears out. It wore out over time. So with that said, now we're going to get on to putting Roller together.
Which is him, and the only thing that we have to do with him is to attach the wheels, which are these.
And little Roller's got 3 wheels on each side,
Which makes 6.
which makes 6.
And the way you attach them is you want them like this on both sides. And there you go.
So there you have little Roller, and you can take off Optimus gun right here, and you can actually plug it in on Roller up top to where he's holding the gun for Optimus. Okay, what else do we have here?
Does the hose go in anywhere on him?
Not this part right there. Break out the other part and I will show you what it can go to. Bring out that, yeah.
This?
Yep. Put it right there. And now this hose, this little bitty hose, goes in here. And this little bitty hose goes in right there, which in turn hooks up to this side too, and it goes in right there. As soon as I can get it to go in there, and there it is. Now with that said, you can bring Roller back out right here. You can do away with Optimus gun, and you can put on his little fuel and gas port station right there with this little bitty hose to help fuel up somebody or weld on somebody.
And does this attach somewhere?
Right there, it can go. Roller can also do that.
So that just lays around and just...
It could be like a little gas deal to help them fuel up or weld. So with that we're going to put this off over here, and we're going to move Roller out the way, and we are going to get on to the trailer. Now, there's something that a lot of people don't know about the trailer. Now, do you see how it's laying down right there? If you actually take these right here and move them all the way around, it stabilizes it. This way it's not on the ground. And when you get them into base mode, then they need to come out like so.
About there.
About right there. This way it gives it stability when Colton opens it up like he's fixing to do. Okay, Colton, the back trailer needs to come down first. There we go.
And then you take these and separate them and bring them down.
There we go.
And you could see like the little repair guy. And you just bring him up. I will have to zoom in. And you want to take this piece, bring it up, and you can adjust this arm however you want. And the arm here is on a ball joint. Is that like a ball joint?
Yeah.
It can swivel. Well, yeah. Swivel here, move up and down here, and other places. But it also has a hinge here, and the claw can open up.
And the claw can open up. And
and the cockpit can open up so you can fit the little Diaclone figures in.
he's right, a little Diaclone would fit right in there. He is correct. And there's one more thing that you can do. Well, two more things as I'm thinking about it. The dish right here has a dial. A dial on it. Let it go. There we go. A little dial right there that you can move it around with the dial right there. And now these right here are meant to shoot, but the problem is, if I'm right, they do not shoot because we're gonna have to see. Maybe they did incorporate it. All right.
They do have these spring-loaded
All right.
triggers.
Let's see.
And you get a total of 6 missiles, but I'm only going to use 2.
We're only gonna get 2 of them off. So I like what I see. I like what I see, and like I said, this is the other one of 1980s, and I got the plastic wheels, not the rubber wheels. So we're gonna see if this thing can actually fire. I don't remember, it's been so long ago, if the other one from 1980s fired or not. I know that there was a big deal about it. So, and back then, in the original G1, this had a metal plate in it, where your micro men, your little Diaclone guys, would be magnets, and they would stick to the bottom.
Okay, I got the missiles out of their sprues. So you just insert them into these here.
I wonder if we can hear it click. Oof. How tight is that? Okay. All right. Let me see here.
Oh,
Let me see. Let me see.
okay.
Okay. Let me see, buddy. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, there's one. They're just so, it's so brand new. All right, now that is him. Very touchy, I believe. Very, very touchy. Okay. Now, that is him with the missiles in. And Colton's going to see if they fire or not.
And to fire them, you just push on these triggers.
Hey, it does, it does. Alright, let's see what the next one. Wait, you might have to push that. Alrighty. And we're going to go with the other direction. It does. Well, now we know that it actually fires. The spring could be a little bit tighter. But with that said, let's see here. We're going to go back down, zoom out. And let me go ahead and get these back here for roller. Now.
And the inside of the trailer has a launching pad.
Yep, right there. And roller, it's going to go up. It's going to go right there in them forks. Go back right up to it. And now we pushed it back. And now how to push it and launch him is actually a tab on the back right there where Colton's finger's at. That's what you will push to launch roller. Alrighty, go for it. Yep, there it goes.
And to push it, you just want to like tap it down to launch him.
To launch him. So we're going to do it one more time. One more time. Alright, just hold on to the base. I'm going to push. There you go. You got it.
And there you go.
There you go. You got it. So, to collapse him, put them all back in form. Now, take this. We're going to set that arm up. We're going to bring this down. We're going to bring his mode back down and around. And now we're going to fold it back up. And I may have the arm backwards. The arm may need, yeah, I think the arm goes under. It's been so long ago. So go ahead and pull him up. The arm goes under him. It collapses and goes under him while the radar goes on top.
You want the arm like this so that it can fit a lot better. And also close up a lot better.
And then you take the cab and you fold it back. And, excuse me. Alright, now we're going to get Optimus Prime here. Colton is going to transform Optimus Prime. Get him back into truck mode. Okay. It's just a reversal of what you did. Get him into robot mode. Okay. Take his little deals, flip them all the way back. There you go. Yep. Okay. Now, I want to do a little size comparison here before we end this segment. That is Ultra Magnus with his car carrier. You can take him, have him back up to Ultra Magnus, and there he is pulling Ultra Magnus. Everything is the same. So I'm going to put him right there. And we're going to put him right there. I do say I like the rubber wheels. So anyway, there we have for this segment G1 Optimus Prime. And the next one we're going to go into a little bit more depth of articulation and start putting on stickers. Until then, we'll talk to you next time. Colton, take us out of here.
And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.